Hi, this is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutloud.com, and I'm here to bring you the weekly swing trading outlook and personal watch list for the week of August 29th, 2016. Before we jump into my personal watch list for this week, I want to go over the market really quick, and I'm going to start with the Qs. So Qs are trading relatively neutral, and they were trading neutral at the end of the trading day, at the end of the trading session on Friday, and they're still trading within Thursday's high and low range. We set a new support level at 116, and we have a high of 117.50. If on Monday we're going to trade above 117.50, we might head higher into 118 area, which is a prior area of resistance right here, 118. And if we break above, we have room to continue higher into a projected target of 119.75 and 120. So we have plenty of room to continue higher. To the downside, if we break through this 116, I'm still going to remain cautiously bullish, and I will look again to buy pullbacks, and pullbacks that would happen most probably into the 115 area and even all the way into the 112 area. So I will remain mildly bullish even if we come back for a pullback. Now let's take a look at the SPYs. The SPYs have been ranging within this area, the 117.50 area, for quite some time. We have consolidated. Friday brought us this wide swing that happened first to the upside and then to the downside, testing support level at 116 area, and even testing prior resistance at 119. Actually, a little over 119. If on Monday and during the next few days we break above this 119 area, 119 and change, we have room to continue higher, and we do have projected targets into 220 and 220.19 to 20.75, and even into the 223 area for possible swings. I will remain cautiously bullish, and Monday's calibration is going to come and bring us more clarity as to where the price will want to move into the next few days. And remember, we are heading slowly into a holiday weekend, so things are not going to be as aggressive, and probably volatility is not going to be it's not going to be like before. So we might witness a slowdown this week. Let's not forget that any slowdown in volatility, any slowdown in price action will make the prevailing trend to continue. So because we are in a bullish market, we might see a continuation to the upside. Okay, let's start with our watch list. ETFC is the first stock that is on my list. This is E-Trade Financial, and E-Trade Financial is actually setting this is the second higher low that is setting actually onto the monthly chart, and it has a progression to the upside. It has reached resistance at $26 even, and any break over this resistance area can propel it into higher targets of 28 and even 30. So this is definitely on my watch list for tomorrow. TDC, this is another stock that is super strong, and we started with a very bullish list, and this is Teradata. We have support that has formed here at $31. The stock has been very bullish since July, since actually end of June and July, when it has set this double bottom right here, and its ascent started. So this is a very bullish run to the upside. It ran into $30 and it created resistance at this level, and Actually, right now, this pullback into the $31 area suggests that even though a mild pullback, because it has been consolidating here for quite some time, it means that it's trying to form a sustainable platform for another move higher. Projected targets that I see here is projected targets are into $38 and $39. So a lot of room to move for this little stock. Okay, the next one is Urban. And this is Urban Outfitters. Urban Outfitters, since it reported earnings on the 17th, it gapped up on the daily chart. It has continued to make a new high into $37.82. And then since then, it has been basing very, very bullishly into this range, forming support at $36.40 and resistance at $37.35. If we break above this range, let's say today, Monday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, I see another move to the upside, and that can take us into the $40 range and into the $40 range, $42 range for the target, for another target, and has a considerable void and a measured third target into $43 and $43.50. So this can actually be a really nice runner for us. So we're gonna keep Urban on our very close watch. The next one, obviously, it's a financial. It's PNC Financial Corp, which we've seen that they're acting very, very bullishly, and they have been acting very, very bullishly on Friday. So PNC has reached an area of resistance at $86.96, actually $87, and it has been in an uptrend. It has been in an uptrend actually since last July, when it set a low at $77.40. Financials have not been very trendy this year. If you take a look on the monthly chart or the weekly charts, they have been quite sideways. But needless to say, having some kind of rumors that we might get a rate hike, financials will benefit from this, and then we might see another move higher and a break above the range, and especially the weekly ranges and monthly ranges. So what I see for PNC is a break above $87. I could see a projection into these prior highs of $90 and $91. So this looks very, very good in my books, and this is going to be one of my top watches. And a lot of stocks that I found this week, they're ranging. So because I love to trade ranges, I will pay very close attention to their support resistance areas and try to get them with confirmation. So with that being said, let's move on to Facebook. Facebook has set support throughout last week and the week before into the $123 area, and we have a lot of consolidation at the whole number at 125. Any break of 125 can propel the stock higher back into its prior registered high of 128.33. And some other projected targets, and these are swing, medium, and long term into 135 and 139. So keep your eyes on Facebook and have it on your watch list as well. GE continues to be on my list. This is General Electric, and we did have a trigger last week. I am in this trade since last week, but if you're not in this trade and if you want to participate, my entry is $31.50, and I have my stop below $31. I'm looking for a projected target of $33, and this would be a breakout onto the daily chart. The next one that is pretty interesting, but it's Halliburton, HAL. This is the ticker symbol. And Halliburton is very interesting because from its lows in August, and from late August, from this point on, it has been retracing 50%. What I wanted to mention the fact is that it's really trying to establish an uptrend. So you can see these higher lows right here and the higher highs. And any break of $45 can send it back to $47. And it has also a swing, a medium term swing target of $50. So it has a pretty good risk to reward here because it is trading at $44 and about 50 cents. You have support that is set at $44. So this can be a day trade that can easily be on strength held overnight to continue all the way to $47. And why not? It might even continue higher. Like I said, if we develop a strong uptrend, it has a lot of room and a lot of void into the $50 area. Okay, last but not least, and this is one of my favorites for this week, is ZNGA. And ZNGA has been basing very bullishly onto the daily chart, forming support at $2.60 and resistance at $2.70. Guess what? 10 cents for a swing trade, not bad. Ever since it set its low right here on June 27th, and you can see that it has a double bottom on the daily chart, it's really trying to reverse. Needless to say that this consolidation is forming into a prior area of resistance, thus forming this minor support level from which it could break out. For an ultimate target on the daily chart, you could have approximately 3 R's in the game at $3. And if this area will be digested, and if we see a spike above this $3 area, even $3.11, $3.15, and a pullback into $3.10, I will look to remain in this trade and possibly hold it for a swing. For a core trade. That is a position trade for targets into $4, very close to $4. So this is going to be one of my favorite trades going into next week. Now, 3 more stocks, and these are all bearish. These are my bear scan stocks. FSLR is the first bear stock that I'm looking, and it has a very weak consolidation. It broke below monthly support level at $38, tested below, formed a new low at $36.75, and it's consolidating very weakly here. A breakdown below $37 can even send it lower with a target of $35, and you can see that the risk to reward would be quite good in this case. We have resistance that is going to form. We have resistance that we're going to use as a possible stop above $38, and the entry would be under $37. So this is what we're looking in FSLR. Another stock, it's TGNA. Okay. So TGNA is also very weak, and it's consolidating at its all-time lows since its IPO came out last year in July. So it's June or July, I believe. So very weak consolidating here. A break of $20.80 can actually send it lower. And projected targets, because we don't have a lot of information onto the large time frame charts, but I could see it pull in all the way to $20 and even $19. Okay, so this is also a favorite, and this is more, watch TGNA also for day trading purposes. This might be good. FCX choppy. It has been very choppy. However, I will look at this stock at FCX if it pulls into $10.50 or $10, and I would look to buy this $10 area with a very tight stop of about 15 to 20 cents. So this is what I'm going to look for in FCX and a possible turnaround. But be very careful, because you have to watch, permanently have to watch the daily chart and see how price action behaves. So it might happen later this week, or it might not happen, and it should, if it should reverse before that. But again, I would love to see a buy formation into the $10 area. That is our interest area. For those of you that love hands-off trading, meaning core trading, investing, I have a stock that I have been watching for a very long time, and it is consolidating at this $14, $15 level, is actually creating this pendulum effect from $13 all the way to $15. And I think it might be getting ready for a breakout. If that should occur over $15, that can release a lot of buying, and it has a projected target of $20. So it has $5 into it. Of course, at the time of the trigger, we will evaluate it. Most probably, the stop is going to be around $14 or $13.50. This was all for this week. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info@tradeoutloud.com. Visit our website, tradeoutloud.com, for more information on our classes and swing trading newsletter that we're offering. If there is anything that you need helping with, remember we do offer coaching, and visit our coaching page on our Facebook. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next week with our swing trading watch list. Thank you, and have a wonderful trading week.